Hi everyone and welcome back to Cloudcast episode 2. Today I'm here with Alicia, our marketing manager, and today we'll be talking about data migration and what that means for care providers. Thank you so much for joining us,
Thank
Alicia.
you for having me.
So my first question is, what is data migration?
So data migration is a mandatory standard that was set by the NHS for all assured solutions that have been assured by the NHS, so care control being one of them. From an NHS assurance perspective, it's essential that care providers can transition smoothly between different approved catalogue systems, basically to give them that flexibility that if their needs are changed over time or their business evolves and they want to move digital care management providers, they can do that as seamlessly as possible.
So why do care providers' needs evolve?
That's a great question, and it's something that we're seeing more and more with new clients that we're bringing on at the moment. So about a year ago, we were in a funding boom where the NHS and the government were funding care providers to move to a digital solution. So at that time, people were getting locked into these contracts where they're not paying for them. They're not paying for them out of their operational budgets. It's grant money. And we're seeing more and more care providers now coming to the end of those contracts and thinking, hang on a minute, we now have to fund this system. We have to use our budget to be able to do that. And we don't have the amount that they're asking for realistically, especially if their system that they've chosen only does care planning. They have all these other overheads for a HR system, rostering software, anything like that. So people are moving to care control because we offer that all-in-one solution, and we're NHS assured and we're fully compliant with all of those standards as well. So for them, coming to us is we ethically price our software. You know, our software was built from a need. It was built for care providers. It was built by a care provider who never had the intention of going commercial with care control. It was very much, I want to improve the operational efficiencies of my care setting, and I want to make sure my staff have the right tools to be able to do that. How can I do that? And that's where care control developed from. Matt, then our CEO, he got outstanding from the CQC with the improvements that were made through the documentation of his care, and more providers within the area that we're based in were like, what are you doing that's different here? Like, what, we want a piece of this. So he was like, I'm using this software I built. Let's call it Care Control. And that's kind of where Care Control was built from. So now we're seeing obviously these providers who are using software that's only doing that documentation of care. They have this hefty bill at the end of it. They're having to pay for other software solutions as well. So they're coming to us, and because we're an assured supplier, that data migration process is very easy for us to do. It's very seamless, and part of that is we have to work with the current supplier that person is with to be able to migrate that data over as seamlessly and effectively as possible. So that's really what data migration means and why it's so important to care providers.
So how does data migration work?
So when your organisation chooses to move to another provider, so if you're choosing to move to care control, we work very closely with you to create a plan on how that data migration is going to work. So we work with you, we work with the current supplier that you're with, and anybody else who might be involved in that journey. This means that your service users' records will be carefully moved over to care control, following those NHS standards that have been set out. Our approach ensures that all that data is handled as safely and securely as possible, and it's in an accessible format when it is uploaded to your care control system. So really our goal is just to make it as seamless and hassle-free as possible for anyone choosing to move.
Lovely. So what is Care Control's commitment to data security?
So we understand the sensitivity of the data that we're handling. It's care data at the end of the day. It's very sensitive data on your service users. So we make sure that we follow strict UK data protection laws. We are also ISO 27001 certified. We also have Cyber Essentials Plus as well. So you can be sure that everything that we're doing, we're handling that data as securely as possible. We also have a lot of experience in doing this, moving away from data migration. We're handling people's data on a day-to-day basis. So everything we do is as highly secure as possible.
So for anyone who's inquiring about data migration or wanting a demonstration with care control, how can they go about this?
So there's lots of different things they can do actually. So we recently did a video with the Digitising Social Care, which is an updated version of our DSCR demonstration, which is on their YouTube. It's also available on our YouTube. This is like a short 10-minute demonstration which gives you a brief overview of care control and what it's capable of doing, and how it can benefit your care setting. So if you want to give that a watch, they can go and watch that. You can also visit our website and book a demonstration through there, and one of our team will reach out to you and get you booked in. Or you can give us a call on 01822 738 100 or email us at sales@carecontrolsystems.co.uk.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And if there's anything else you'd like to find out about data migration and how Care Control deal with this, all the links will be provided below. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you later.